Mistake number 6, not setting goals properly. Now I have already got some videos on this, so I'm just briefly going to go through this as it was part of the presentation. So I'm just going to quickly tell you about this, but there are videos already on this which go into this quite a lot of detail and give you examples. So let's go through this. So the pre-goal setting and action plan is as follows. So P equals positively stated. So when you say something positively stated, you want to say as if now. So I am now. Yeah, I am now training 3 times a week. Yeah, something like that. Resources required, so resources needed. So internal resources, so you may need some more motivation, you may need to change your mindset, which is what most of this training is about. And then external, you've got to highlight and know what you need. Do you need a gym? Do you need a swimming pool? Do you need some gym gear? Do you need a water bottle? What do you need to actually make this a bit easier? Do you need some music, new music to listen to, so you can listen to in the gym to make you more motivated? Initiated by self, yeah, so that's initiated by you. Yeah, in other words, you're in control of it. Ecology, which I'm going to talk about in a second. Sensory data, so what we see, hear and feel, so we want the unconscious mind to take control of the goal. And time-based. Now the reason, because you may have heard something called the SMART goals. Now I don't use that because it's not really very good for personal use. The reason why that is because you need to get the unconscious mind to take control of this goal, so you can use the law of attraction. Now the other goal setting, SMART goal setting, which is smart, measurable, achievable, realistic and timed, they're sort of maybe for a company. Even then I wouldn't use it for a company, to be honest with you. I wouldn't use that. You want to be using the unconscious mind, but that's more of a conscious minded process using the SMART goals. And if I've asked you, alright, what did you do last week? What did you do last week? You're probably not going to even remember. Yeah, you need emotions when you're going after the goals. You need your unconscious mind to actually do this for you, because what it's going to do is this is so magical, and this is like anybody who tells you about law of attraction is going to tell you this. Things just seem to come to you. Yeah, it just seems like things are coming to you. All of a sudden you'll notice that people have skills, people in your family have skills that you didn't know about, that if you need them to have the skills, all of a sudden, oh, I didn't know you did that. I didn't know you was an accountant. What, really? Didn't you? No. So things just seem to come to you. Yeah, and it seems to, things around the corner, all of a sudden there's a new gym that's open around the corner that you didn't know about. Yeah, or there's all these deals come towards you. So, and the reason why that happens is because your unconscious mind is actually going out there and searching for it and making it so that it's very noticeable to you. So you do need that. So let's go through these in a little bit more detail. So what specifically do you want? I've said about specifically what do you want, but in terms of the outcome, you need to be specific. So because the reason, again, another thing about losing weight, if your losing weight was your goal, remember you can burn fat, you can lose water, you can lose muscle. There's some people that go to a sauna and they go, oh, I can lose weight, look, all I'm going to do is get rid of water. Now, is that going to make you feel good? No, it's not going to. Do you want to lose muscle or do you want to lose fat? So depending on how you set this up, how you specifically want it, depends on how you're going to how your plan's going to be. So you need to know specifically what you're after. Yeah, usually it's burning fat, so therefore you wouldn't sit in a steam room every single day just to lose weight, because that's not really going to help you long term. You're not going to feel good. Remember, look good, feel good. Yeah, that's not going to help. Yes, have a target weight around where you want to be heading to, but you need to understand, like, you're not fully in control of how much weight you lose. Yeah, you're not really in control. I'm going to talk about that in a second though. You want to spend 20 to 30 minutes, write down on a piece of paper until you have a crystal clear image in your head, crystal clear, so that you can explain that to somebody else. You want to be able to explain like what your outcome is, so they can see it in their own head very clearly. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Now, resources needed. Again, I've mentioned this. Internal resources. Do you need motivation, courage, persistence, belief, confidence? What do you need externally? Gym, swimming pool, pedometer, maybe. So if you're walking, do you want to do 10,000 steps a day? Maybe that. Maybe it's something you want to do at work to make sure you're walking around at work enough. Do you need a coach? Do you need a fitness plan? Do you need a course? Do you need some education on it? Money, time. Do you need a book? Maybe you want to book and actually get a bit more education. Class to go to, more information, exercise equipment. Maybe a smoothie maker. So you need to write everything down that you actually need externally. Now, initiated by self. So are you fully in control of the outcome of your goal? Do you need to rewrite your goal? So when it comes to weight loss, the outcome goal, you're not, if your goal is to lose 2 stone by, say, March the 1st, are you in control of how much weight you lose? And the answer to that is directly no. You're not directly. You can't just say, right, I'm going to lose £2 today. Yeah, you're not in control of that. So do not have that as a goal, because you only have goals that you're fully in control of. Now, a goal could be, hey, I'm going to train like 3 times a week. I'm going to train 3 times a week. Now, that's a goal that you're in control of, because you can go to the gym or go and do some physical activity 3 times a week. You are fully in control of that. Now, the consequences of you doing that will be that you would actually lose weight. So you will lose the weight. But do not have that as a goal, because otherwise that's what leads to disappointment. Is when you say, oh, I didn't have that, I didn't reach my goal, because that's going to lead you to disappointment. If you're not in control, if you're not fully in control of it, then don't have it. Yes, you may have an idea of where you want to get to, but that's not your goal. Write something different. Ecology. So is this goal ethical? So in other words, what will happen if you get your outcome? What will happen if you don't get your outcome? What won't happen if you get your outcome? And what won't happen if you don't get your outcome? Yeah, that's what you need to have a think about. So you're covering all the areas. Just I want you to have a think. Just be mindful. Look how much planning there is involved in doing this, setting up physical activity. There's quite a lot of things to think about. Sensory evidence. Now, this is where we use the unconscious mind, the power of the unconscious mind. Yeah. So what will it feel like? Yeah. What will it look like? So when you have your ideal outcome, what would it sound like? So will your breathing be different, for example? Yeah. What will it taste like, if that's included, if you need that? What will it smell like? Yeah. For those some people might have given up smoking as well to do this outcome. So that's it. So these are the things, and this is how your unconscious mind's going to know when you're getting towards your outcome as well. And this is going to be unconscious to you, because you've done it, you've planned it, you've thought about what you're going to feel like, look like, sound like, taste like, smell like. As you get closer to that goal, you're going to start to feel really, really good, and your unconscious mind's going to let you know that you're getting towards the goal. You need this internal. You do need this internal. Yes, you need it external as well, but you do need it internally. And that's one of the things that the SMART goals doesn't really capture. Yep. You want your unconscious mind to take full control of this, to make it easy. You want it really, really easy. And time-based. So decide a date and a time that you want this outcome by. Is it for a special occasion? Any specific reason for that date? It's usually good if you've got a really motivational reason for that date. So just come up with a reason why. Now, there is a technique that I use, and it's used for timeline therapy, or timeline techniques. And this is what I would do essentially, is have that picture. So have that picture of you with that goal achieved. So you're looking through your own eyes, but then what you do is you move away so you can see yourself in the picture. And then what you want to do is you want to put that into a certain date in your timeline. Now, I do go through this on a video, and I do go through this on courses, but I'm not going to go into it too much now. But there is some videos on YouTube that which you can go and look at for this. Yeah, but you do want to put it into your future at a certain date using a timeline technique. And the reason why you do that is so that things come to you. Law of attraction. Yeah, your unconscious mind's planning for that. It's putting everything and planning and making decisions, altering slight decision making unconsciously, so that you actually get that outcome. It's absolutely fascinating technique. It's really powerful, and it's really going to help, because the conscious mind, you forget things, and you will have new goals and things that all of a sudden come into your way. But with this, when you do it this way, then you start to feel good as you progress towards it, and your unconscious mind lets you know it's working with it. It needs things to do, your unconscious mind does, so give it this to do.